What's up, Metastars? Saigon Starkeye here, and my favorite NBA player all time, Luka Doncic, just got traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. All right, Luka Doncic will be playing for the Lakers now, and I have a lot of mixed emotions, about the trade. And I mean, like, it's super cool that Luka gets to play with LeBron James. Luka himself said that LeBron is one of his idols, and that he's a great player. And LeBron has admitted that Luka is, without a doubt, no argument needed that Luka is one of the best players in the league, and LeBron's, saying that, Luka helps keep LeBron young because of the kind of basketball he plays. But my main question is, why are the Dallas Mavericks disrespecting Luka Doncic, right? Because let me get this straight. So Luka gets drafted by the Atlanta Hawks, right? And then the Mavericks draft Trae Young, and they're like, okay, we need to trade for Luka. We need to trade for Luka. Mark Cuban's like, I've been watching Luka since he was a teenager playing in the EuroLeagues. He's a great player. We need to trade for him instantly on draft night. They get Luka Doncic, and keep in mind, in 2018 when Luka gets drafted, they had one of the craziest draft class. I don't care what you say, right? That draft class is without a doubt an immaculate and great draft class, and probably top 5 all time in current draft classes. I don't care what you say. It's top 5 at minimum, and I think that it's top 3 without a doubt. Top 3. And the reason why I say that is because Luka Doncic, Trae Young, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And I mean, this isn't exactly an MVP contender, but I mean, Miles Bridges too. I'm sure there's more people that got drafted that are amazing at basketball too, and are keen role for their team. But still, Luka Doncic, Trae Young, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander all in the same draft class. Come on now. And Luka gets Rookie of the Year. Then, not only that, he gets, in a couple All-Star games. And then not only that, right? Just last year, he drops a 73-point game. Okay, that's third in all-time in a regular season game. It goes Wilt Chamberlain with a 100-point game, Kobe Bryant with an 81-point game, and then Luka Doncic with 73 points. 73 points just last year, right? Not only that, plenty of triple doubles, and not only that, he takes the Dallas Mavericks to the finals, and he leads the team in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, 3-pointers made, points in general, assists in general, and rebounds, right? And they trade him. Kyrie chokes. PJ Washington is doing what, whoever knows what, in the finals, right? Gafford and Lively. Lively was a rookie last year, so I can't even blame Lively, man. Lively was a rookie. He gets a pass, okay? But Gafford and PJ Washington, what the fuck were they doing, right? And Luka is not only leading the Mavericks in all those, but the finals too. Luka was a star with no team, and I don't care what you say. Kyrie choked in the finals, man. He choked, getting locked up by Al Horford. No, that shouldn't be happening. And Kyrie is a top 20 guard all time. He has the best ball handles, without a doubt. Okay, I like Kyrie a lot. I, love Kyrie's game. But you got to think about this, man. Like, why would you trade Luka? He's an amazing player. And I'm obviously going to be a Lakers fan now because Luka is my favorite player all time, as I mentioned. Luka helped me get into basketball, not even just the NBA, but basketball as a whole, 2 years ago, I've been a NBA fan and a basketball fan for the past 2 years. And, what got me invested into basketball was I heard Luka Doncic's name. I was like, I don't know what conversation brought it up, but I think it was like someone was talking about current best NBA players. They were talking about LeBron. And I mean, they were talking about, because this was 2 years ago, so this is either 23 or 22. So I mean, I think it was, yeah. I mean, if we're not being exact, this was 22. So Curry was coming off of finals. They were saying Curry and LeBron still, even though they're a little bit older. Then they were saying that who else was a contender? I mean, Jokic was a contender, obviously, 2 years ago. So they were talking about Jokic and whatnot. And then they were talking about Luka. I heard Luka's name. And, I was a little invested into, searching up these players. I found Luka, and, bro, he was a great scorer. He was a great three-point shooter. He shot from deep. He was a great passer, too. And that's the thing about Luka's game is that not only can he shoot from deep while being guarded, but the man can pass the ball a no-look pass, a bounce pass, a far-range pass, a close-range pass. He can pass the ball. He's a good traditional point guard, but he's an amazing scorer, and that's why he's probably going to go down as one of the best guards in NBA history without a doubt. And there's no doubt about it, in my personal opinion, in my perspective as of right now, because if you look at Luka Doncic, man, he has the best scoring title in Mavericks history, franchise history, man. He had the most points per game in Mavericks history. And it's just insane, man. Why would they trade him? It's just, I feel like it's super disrespectful after coming off a finals appearance too, man. And I understand that Anthony Davis is a great, big man. He could arguably be a top 5 power forward if he never got injured. And I know there's a lot of players that have a lot of what ifs, like Derrick Rose could have been a top 5 or a top 3 point guard if he never got injured. Or, there's a lot of, injuries. Or what if Klay Thompson never got injured? Would he still be at his prime, or would he still be amazing? Right? I understand that a lot. Anthony Davis is a great center and power forward, and I understand that the Mavericks want a ring, but how are you going to be so desperate to the point where you trade your star player, that your, old star player, Dirk Nowitzki, the one that got you your only ring, kind of mentored in a way and believed in? How are you going to trade the player that Kobe Bryant, Dirk Nowitzki, Paul George, and LeBron James all are complimenting and saying is an amazing player? That just does not make sense to me, man. That doesn't make sense to me at all. Now, I will say this, though. Do the Mavericks have a good floor when they're all healthy and playing decent? Kyrie Irving at point guard, Klay Thompson at shooting guard, PJ Washington at small forward, Anthony Davis at power forward, and then Gafford or Lively at center. That's a good team. I won't lie. That is definitely a chip contending team, and I understand that entirely, man. I understand that entirely. But in the long run, do you really think that Kyrie and Anthony Davis are going to even, be in the league when Luka's, at his full prime? Luka's only 25 right now. Luka will probably prime when he's 27 or 28, maybe even when he's 30. Who knows? He's only 25, though. He's only been in the league for 7 years, and he's barely played, I guess, this year because he's been injured bad, which he can't, do that, or he can't choose to, be injured. And, I wish that Luka was at his, full, healthy kind of prime right now. It's unfortunate he's not, but you got to understand, Luka is just coming off a finals appearance, a scoring title, and, he was leading the finals in a lot of stats, too. But regardless, man, a 73-point game. Consider that at least. The scoring title, the finals appearance, and a 73-point game. And how many triple-doubles was he, getting last season, man? It was at least double digits without a doubt. What is Mark Cuban or Jason Kidd or whatever goddamn staff member helps decide this trade? Because you're out of your goddamn mind, man. You're out of your goddamn mind. And I'm not only saying this as a Luka fan, but just as a basketball fan in general. You're out of your goddamn mind for trading your star player that was going to be the future of not only your franchise, but the NBA itself. I understand Wemby is going to be probably the future of the NBA, right? Wemby has a long road to come ahead of him, and he could be, without a doubt, the best NBA player all time. Sure, you could say that. You could argue that too. But you can't lie. Luka Doncic could be the best guard all time in NBA history. The way the man was playing last year was... oh my God, it was crazy, man. Another thing, too, I'm not even going to touch on this Jazz stuff. I don't care about the Jazz. Luka and Moxie Kleber, I don't know why Kleber is coming to the Lakers. I wouldn't be surprised if they sent him to the G League so he could get extra practice in. But isn't he injured, too? I think he's injured, too, actually, right now. I don't care who the Mavericks are getting other than Anthony Davis, right? But it's crazy, man. This is disrespectful. Could you imagine doing all that? The accolades Luka has right now for the Dallas Mavericks, and as a Dallas Maverick, that's crazy, man. That's just crazy. And you can't deny that, man. Could you imagine putting your blood, sweat, and tears and emotion and full thought into each and every step you take, to make sure your team wins and so you can score and get that triple-double? And it's not Luka's a Russell Westbrook kind of stat patter, bro. Right? Prime Russell Westbrook was good, but you can't lie, that man was stat padding the rebounds, bro. Luka can actually rebound the ball and, get an assist a flashy way or a normal way. Like I said, Luka's a great passer, and he can get rebounds, and he can score too, right? And I feel like a good conversation right now is to say who's going to win this trade. Now, obviously, by my heart, I want to say the Lakers are going to win this trade because I'm a Lakers fan now. I'm going to follow Luka to the Lakers, and I'll probably be a Lakers fan, even if Luka retired as a Laker, or, if he leaves the Lakers, I won't be a Lakers fan. I'll be a fan of whatever team he goes to and retires on, but that won't be for probably another 10 years probably, hopefully more. I hope Luka gets multiple rings. I hope he gets at least, I want to say, I want him to get 12 rings. I want him to have more rings than Bill Russell. But do I see that happening? Not really, but I hope it happens. It needs to happen, I think. But nonetheless, I feel like the Lakers win this because LeBron's having a lot less to do now since Luka can rebound the ball, get the assists. And not only that, hopefully Austin Reeves can lock in now too, since he has a lot off his chest. But I don't know. I feel like the Lakers are going to win this, and I'm still really surprised the Mavericks did this trade. This is the biggest trade in probably the past, I want to say since 2019 Kawhi Leonard trade, bro. This is as big as Shaq leaving the Lakers and going to the Heat, as big as Kawhi going to the Raptors. And I think they both instantly got a ring after they got traded to their team. And that's just crazy to me. I hope Luka has the same treatment too. I know Luka's coming off an injury, but I hope LeBron and Luka get a ring together. That would be amazing. That would be beautiful. And, like I said, I just hope that Luka can get this ring with the Lakers, and I hope that LeBron stays long enough for him and Luka to get a ring together. And I love the Lakers colors too. Obviously in Subnautica, my Sea Moth and Cyclops are purple and yellow because of the Lakers. I wasn't even, aware that this trade was in the cooks. By the way, neither of these guys knew that they were getting traded. AD and Luka didn't even know they were getting traded at all, man. That's crazy to me. That's just insane to me that such a big trade like this, they weren't even aware. They weren't even notified at all that they were getting traded, man. These guys put their blood, sweat, and tears into their game for both of these teams, and they're getting traded. AD won a ring. You can say it's Mickey and whatnot, bro. Whatever. Sure, it's Mickey. But the man got a ring for the team. Why are you guys trading? See, I can see the Lakers, though, because in the long run, they're talking about the reason why they traded AD is because they don't see AD in the future. They see Luka in the future, and Luka leading the league in the future, and I entirely agree with that. So, regardless, even if the Lakers don't win the trade now, right, say the Mavericks won a finals this year, right? They win the finals, and, they somehow sweep every team they go up against, right? Okay, sure, they won this year, right? But they're not going to win in the future because Luka is going to be there, but AD won't be. I'm sorry to tell you, AD fans and Mavericks fans, but Luka's going to be here and AD won't be. But I can foresee Luka winning this trade and, AD being injured more than Luka this season. And, I hope neither of them get injured, right? You should never, hope a player gets injured, and you should, always want to see a player play the best because that's why the NBA exists, and that's why these guys get paid millions of dollars so they can play the best game of basketball they can. But, I hope that they both have a great season, and I hope that obviously Luka can prove to the Mavericks that this was a dumb trade on their side. Like I said, I don't know what the fuck Mark Cuban and Jason Kidd are thinking. I don't know if this is just Mark Cuban or just Jason Kidd or the rest of the Mavericks staff. I don't know what the fuck the Mavericks are thinking. But it was a dumb decision. And like I said, I'm a Lakers fan now. I am 1,000% a Los Angeles Lakers fan, LA Lakers fan, right? I'm a Lakers fan, okay? There's nothing else to say. I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a Luka fan, okay? I'm a Luka Doncic fan. And I support Luka, and I'll be going forward to support Luka. And, I'm going to buy a Luka Doncic jersey of the LA Lakers. I might get a purple one and the purple one, yellow, and black one, and the white and the purple one. I'm gonna get a Luka jersey without a doubt. Whenever they start selling them,